Good evening and welcome. My name is Dr. Shad Diamond, and I'm the founder of the Holistic Research Institute, which was created in 2006. Tonight, we have a very interesting topic because not only does it affect every single human being on the planet, it's also about all of life in the entire universe. We're going to be talking about existence and the mechanics of creation. Now, this is not the kind of information that's typically taught in schools. Part of the reason, I think, is that people haven't really had access to the depth of understanding for this kind of information. But we're going to be talking about consciousness, we're going to be talking about creation, we'll be talking about enlightenment, the structure of the universe, how souls were formed, what oversouls are, the incarnation cycle, a ton of stuff, and how it all works together, how it relates to you, and how you relate to it. So I'd like to start off like this. There's been a condition in humanity for a long time that you could call a consensus trance. And what I mean by that is that it's almost like this subconscious agreement to be unaware. And it runs through humanity like this thread. And there's been a lot of confusion because of this. There's been a lot of unnecessary fear. But to be fair, when you're asleep, you don't know you're asleep, meaning unaware. It's only in retrospect, when you start to wake up, that you realize that you've been missing something. Now, as a lot of you know, we've been moving into an age of enlightenment. But not all people wake up at the same time. So what we're talking about tonight is quite esoteric, and either you're ready for it or you're not. If you're not, no big deal. It probably just means you need a few more experiences in life before you get to that place of having a curiosity that there has to be something more and you want to know about it. So I have something kind of fun to do. I'd like for you to close your eyes for a moment, and I'm going to ask you 3 or 4 questions. Don't answer them out loud, just answer in your mind. So here we go. Do you feel like you have lived before? If you lived before, were you a sinner? If you were a sinner, did you go to hell? If you went to hell, why are you here now? Okay, you can open your eyes. Most people, whether they realize it or not, would love to understand the core foundation of existence itself, the mechanics of the universe, because it explains everything that happens in life. If you know how existence works, you can answer your own questions. So what kind of questions would I be referring to? Well, how about this? Who am I? What am I doing? What is my purpose? Where did God come from? Have I lived before? What happens at death? Is there a hell? Do animals have souls? You see, once you know how the universe works in spirit and evolution and consciousness, you'll know the answers to these questions because it'll be obvious to you. That's the value of these kinds of understandings. Now, unfortunately, there's been a lot of misunderstandings in the past, and it has affected some people in very negative ways. I'm going to be trying to connect the dots so that you'll have a practical way to apply this type of information to everyday life situations. It's a huge topic, there's a lot of information, but it's not difficult to understand. It's just that it's very different than what you're probably used to. So it may challenge your current beliefs, but I'm not here to try to convince you of anything. In fact, I recommend that you maintain your skepticism about everything I have to say. But you can do yourself a favor by trying to keep an open mind. and let go of preconceived ideas that you may hold, because I found answers that work very well for me, and maybe they'll work for you too. But take whatever fits and just forget the rest of it, because I'm not here to preach. I'm just here to share what I currently think I know. But we're going to explain the structure of the universe and all about life and how you got to be who you currently are and everything about your energy history. Because you came from somewhere. If you understand your energy history, it changes your take on everything. The cells in your body vibrationally carry the memory of your experiences throughout this lifetime, but also the entire energy history prior to being here. Because again, you came from somewhere. You have a cellular consciousness. There's a communication system from your emotional body out to your soul. There's a connection from the third chakra, your solar plexus, that goes to the outer layers of your auric field, all of which directly ties into your soul's experiences since the beginning of time. What that means is that your life right now, in this moment, is affected by positive and negative experiences in consciousness that have happened before you were born into this body. You see, life is far more multidimensional than what a lot of people realize.